Yo, what's ham, good peeps? What's ham, fam? Welcome back to Urban Edge Insights, where we break down the latest flicks for the culture, you heard me? Now, I'll be your Kooll OneHunnit, and I was up last night watching Tubi and came across a movie I heard about a while back, but never followed up on until last night, you heard me? So today, we'll be talking about My Struggle, the biopic from the one and only Boosie Badazz, you heard me? Now, this film had people talking back in the day, so let's chop it up, you heard me? Let's see what worked and what didn't work, and if My Struggle, the Boosie biopic, is worth your time, you dig? But before we do that, as always, I'm gonna give you a minute to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Push that notification bell and tell your friend to tell another friend that your little Kooll OneHunnit is reviewing My Struggle, the Boosie Badazz biopic. You dig? Now that you've done that, let's get into it.
I can't stand that motherfucker.
You gotta give that man some type of credit for taking care of his kids, now.
It's a cover up, obviously. He's a drug dealer and a killer. And he puts it in his music. He don't even try to hide it.
You're right about that. Them songs, that PGA-13 for them kids. For me, I don't listen to them. The country and gospel are the only thing that get played in my house.
You better not listen to him. He'll ruin your life, just like he did all these other little kids' life running around here in Baton Rouge.
I know he will. That's why when I hear on the radio, man, I just turn that shit completely off. I ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah. It's crazy, because they want to be like him so bad. They want to dress like him. They want to get money like him. They even wear the hair like him. It's called a Boosie fade. You know, you didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You gotta go.
You're right about that. The only thing I ask in return when I take it down, y'all have to put me on the front page. The only thing I ask in return.
Always smoking dope. Fucking if they getting over, got a month of coke because the kid the coldest. Ain't changed, I stay the same and maintain it. Safe to say the kid get older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. Can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it open. Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lost. He ain't focused yet, but he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket, not promotion. Shout out switching sweet, keep me rolling. But if we kept the op, we gotta throw.
This is my struggle. Across the track, South Baton Rouge, the jungle, 1982.
Alright, y'all, so first off, let's talk about what My Struggle gets right, you heard me? Now, Boosie put his heart into this one, you heard me? Now, you can feel the authenticity, like he really wanted to show us his world, you heard me? Now, Boosie is from Baton Rouge, and he's introducing you to the struggles of making it in the game, you dig? Now, y'all, the storytelling hits different because it's raw and unfiltered, you heard me? It doesn't sugarcoat Boosie's life, and I respect that. Now, for the performances, they're solid, especially Boosie himself. Now, this man isn't just rapping, he's acting out his pain and triumph, you heard me? Now, the cinematography captures the hood vibes perfectly, giving you that gritty, real-life feel. And the soundtrack, it's got bangers on it, and the damn show fit the mood on every scene, you hear me? Now, of course, I know y'all know it ain't all sunshine. So let's keep it a buck. There are some flaws in the movie. For instance, the pacing of the movie. Now, the pacing of the movie is kind of uneven at times. Some scenes drag on while other scenes feel rushed, like they tried to cram too much into that one scene. Now, as for the production's quality, that too has flaws. Now, for the production, there are moments where it looks like a low budget movie. Now, I get it. It's an indie film, but some parts could have used a bit more polishing, you heard me? And the script at times, it feels like it's leaning more towards a music video than an actual full-on movie. Nonetheless, it's dope if you're a Boosie fan, but for casual viewers, it might lack depth. Now, for those of you who didn't see my struggle, the Boosie Badazz biopic, I'm gonna let you know what you missed. Now, y'all, My Struggle is an autobiographical film starring and produced by rapper Boosie Badazz himself, you heard me? Now, this movie was released in 2001 and tells the story of Boosie's life, from his childhood in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to his rise to fame as a rapper and the challenges he faced along the way.
Man off, we kill on sight. It's a stand off. Send him knock his man off. Stand off. Split his head like a backwood. Yeah, I smoke that good, nigga. When he shot back, I duck. Hit back with the 30 stick. Watch how I work this bitch. If I miss, bitch.
Man, fuck that little hoe from Zion City, bro.
Man, you always talking about them little hoes, man.
Man, nigga just trying to get some pussy, bro.
Man, fuck them stank ass hoes, man.
Man, that like your bitch ass now.
Yeah, that's damn finally come. Yeah, alright, good. Y'all hurry up, man, hurry up.
Go on, nigga, go.
Nah, the film focuses on Boosie's journey through poverty, family struggles, and the street life that shaped him. It depicts his battles with the justice system, his near-death experiences, and his reliance on overcoming these hardships to achieve success in the music industry. You heard me? Now, the story also delves into his personal losses, like the death of his loved ones and the impact these events had on his life and his career. Now, the inspiration for My Struggle comes from Boosie's real life experiences. He wrote and produced the movie to give fans an unfiltered look into his life, including the darker moments that contributed to his growth. Boosie has been open about the legal troubles that led to his imprisonment and his fight with diabetes and his struggles to stay connected with his family while navigating fame. Now, for those who don't know, the film was shot in Boosie's hometown of Baton Rouge, adding an authentic feel to the narrative. Now, it serves as a testament to the reliance and determination and resilience, and it's meant to inspire others who face similar struggles in the hood. Alright, y'all, so here's what I feel about My Struggle, the Boosie Badazz biopic, you hear me? Now, if you a Boosie fan or you love raw street inspired storytelling, this movie is gonna hit for you for sure, for sure. It's personal, it's passionate, and it's a vibe nonetheless. But if you expect an Oscar level filmmaking, you might need to readjust your expectations a little bit. Now, as always, I know there's gonna be some people somewhere gonna be like, would you give My Struggle the 2021 Boosie Badazz biopic film, you dig? And I'm gonna answer that. The movie was not all bad, don't get me wrong. It could have used a little work, but they had people impersonating folks like Pimp C, C-Murder, La Ivy. I mean, it was just a real down-to-earth movie, and I literally seen what Boosie was trying to do. You did? Now, they had some interesting performers in there. Rappers, actors, you know, famous folks that really put on for people like C-Murder, Pimp C, La Ivy, or Marlo, Mike, you know, all of them people. So I think it was pretty good. I literally saw Boosie's vision of what this movie was supposed to be. And for fuck sure, I can't take nothing from it. Now, if he ever do My Struggle Part 2, I do expect that it'll be more polished and brushed versus the one we got in 2021, which I would be excited to see, if we ever get that. But right off the top, in my opinion, I'm giving it a 7 out of 7 because it was a real movie. It was one for the culture. But I also think that the movie had room for growth. Now, either way, I want to give big props to Boosie for bringing his story to the big screen. He definitely did that, you heard me? And I'm proud of him for that. I'm not from Baton Rouge, and I'm not no huge-ass Boosie fan, you dig? But you hear me? I fucks with Lil Boosie Boo. I was more of like a Fox a Million type nigga, a Webby nigga, a Main Music nigga, TEC Kevin Gates. Ain't nothing wrong with Boosie. I fucks with Boosie. But you know what I'm saying? I know people who's bigger fans of him than me. So if y'all out there and you watching this insight video, I want you to let me know what you thought of the My Struggle Boosie Biopic. Because not being a fan of him, I still saw his vision for this movie. And with a little more polishing and brushing up on the scripts and filmmaking, man, it would have been right up there with stuff like Belly and Menace to Society and Baller Blocking and Hot Boys. So I can't knock Boosie for that. But overall, I give the entire movie a 7 out of 10. You heard me? And that's not knocking nobody on Trill ENT or who fucks with Boosie or who like this movie or none of that. It's just my honest opinion, you did? Alright, now y'all, with all that being said, let's get into the good and the bad of this movie. Now, we're gonna hit the good first. The cinematography here actually captures the raw Southern vibe. You can also feel the struggle in the air, which is exactly what you want from a movie like this. Alright, now for the bad. Some of the acting, especially from the side characters, feel a little stiff. Like, you can tell they're not seasoned actors by any means, and it kind of pulls you out of the moment. Now, another good is the soundtrack. So during the scenes, the music is fire. You got that authentic Baton Rouge sound that adds so much to the story. Plus, seeing Boosie's backstory fleshed out is great for fans who's followed his whole career. Now, another bad aspect is some of the transitions are jarring. For instance, one moment we're deep in a family moment, and then the next we're in a completely different vibe with no build-up or explanation on what we're doing here or how we even got here. Now, another good aspect of the movie is the street scenes feel real and uplifting and unapologetic. And what I mean by uplifting and apologetic is you get the sense that Boosie is telling his truth without sugarcoating a thing, you dig? Now, y'all, another bad is some of the dialogue feels unnatural. It's like the lines are trying too hard to sound authentic, and at the end of it all, you end up feeling forced. Now, another good aspect is the emotional weight of these scenes is undeniable. Now, Boosie's personal involvement in the story adds a level of authenticity that you couldn't buy. Now, another bad aspect of the movie is what I said earlier, the pacing. The pacing here drags a bit. Like, for instance, the courtroom scenes in particular, they feel like they could have been tighter. You know what I mean?
I know one thing. This is bigger than music. This is a monster. A cold-blooded psychopath. With boss man across his chest. AK-47 dripping with blood. So many hits, he should be in the Guinness Book of World Record. Hear me out. I don't like him. I don't. And I'll tell you why. I don't like what he's done to our society. I've got a kid that's going to come up here and tell you he was told to murder at anything that was out of line. The slightest thing. Murder. Mr. Hatch was making machines. Ruger Reb was a machine.
Your Honor, I object. This so-called Ruger Reb is not even a part of the case. Sustained.
Marlo Mike was a machine. He knew everything, and he's going to be up here to prove it. He's going to tell you details that only he would know. He's going to be the icing on Mr. Hatch's cake. Marlo Mike, is that what folks call you?
Yeah.
Yeah? I want you to describe in full detail how Boosie had you murder people on his behalf.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
But we talked about this.
I ain't ever told you that.
Your Honor, may I approach the bench?
Court will be in recess for 30 minutes.
Okay, let's try this a different way. Isn't that you in the video confessing to murder for hire?
That ain't me. That ain't me.
Order! Order!
That ain't me. Y'all made me do that. Where my mama was at.
So you're gonna sit up there and lie under oath to protect a vicious monster?
I just love being vicious.
Get him off the stand.
This is a case about jealousy, payback, maliciousness, and unfairness to hip hop. Now, you guys are judging a man based on his lyrics. Really, his lyrics? Now, you spent one whole day in court listening to his rhymes over and over about killing. Okay, so we'll play that. Johnny Cash said, I shot a man in Reno just to see him die. The song was Folsom Prison Blues. Now, it's ironic that Johnny Cash was actually in Folsom Prison. Did you lock him up? Ice-T and his band, Body Count, they had a song called Cop Killers. Now, during this time, there were 10 police officers that had died. Did you lock them up? Bob Marley. Bob Marley said, I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy. Now, let me guess. You didn't lock them up either. Now, I'm not understanding this, but please make me understand exactly what is wrong with this man. No further questions. You can't just put somebody out there just because you don't like them, right? And we know that you have a problem with my client because you actually said it. You said that you don't like this man. It's not about music, right? That's what you said. But we also know that it is about music. You have a problem with the type of car that he drives, the type of home that he lives in. It's okay. I would probably have a problem with him too if I were you. But this is a fair trial. You can't judge a man based on those things.
As jurors, you're not to be swayed by sympathy.
We're talking about a life. Terry Boyd. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about music. We're not talking about houses. We're not talking about cars. We're not talking about what you have or what you don't have. We're talking about a person's...
Don't belabor the point, counselor.
We're talking about a life that was lost. Terry Boyd. We're talking about all of the people you had ordered to kill. You're a machine, a killing machine. You ordered your people to do that at the slight anything out of line.
Objection. She has no proof to just say what she just said.
Overruled. Counselor, lay a foundation.
You said a lot of things just then. So again, I'm gonna ask, where's the proof? You call him a machine and that he ordered so many people dead. Where are the witnesses? You ordered one person to go up on the witness stand. They don't know what happened. So again, we find ourselves in the same position where she's arguing a point that just seems that you have a personal vendetta against my client.
There are no personal vendettas. This is about murder. This is about Terry Boyd's life.
Please approach the bench. Counsel.
Motherfucker. Oh, we got these motherfuckers beat across the head with a bat.
How you know that?
Oh, 'cause I am Hank Aaron with this shit. All right, first ballot Hall of Famer. Listen to this. 30 minutes ago, they came and approached me saying that, will you take 10 years for accessory to the fact? But they're beat. We ain't taking that shit. Since you're my client, I have to run it by you first.
But if I take 10, then what?
Well, if you take 10, then you have to run that concurrently. All right? But if they add anything else, then that will come into play during the court.
So it's basically not guilty, guilty, free life or death, or 10 years. It's war, Jason. It's war, and war you only win or lose. No deal. I'm dropping my nuts. No deal. No deal.
Oh, you good, nigga. Not guilty. Watch this.
Hey, boss man, it's your birthday tomorrow. What you gonna do?
Same thing I did the last 4 birthdays, and I don't celebrate, bro. When I get out, got a master plan. When I conquer that master plan, then I'm gonna celebrate.
For sure.
Jury, you've been made aware this is a high-profile case. This jury is being sequestered. Do not post on social media. You cannot make any phone calls. There'll be no television or media watched in your hotel rooms of any kind. Any violation of this rule will result in your dismissal from the jury. You understand this?
Your Honor, I'd like to request that we watch the video of Marlo Mike again.
Proceed.
Make sure and pay attention when you watch this video. Marlo Mike confessed to everything we've talked about. He said it on the video and you can hear it. I'd like to watch it one more time and I want you to really pay attention to everything that he says.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the jury, we continue to hear about what Marlo Mike did and how vicious Marlo Mike is. But not one time have we came to the point of this man, Mr. Torrance Hatch, murdering anyone. So how is Mr. Marlo Mike a murder for hire when we don't have any bank statements, any phone conversations, or anything? So at this point, it is a complete fallacy that my client murdered anyone or hired anyone. Mr. Terry Boyd, at this point, has already been shot 7 times. Now, You have to ask yourself the question. His baby's mother and Terry Boyd are related. They're brothers and sisters, right? Now, we're going to approach this several times in this case, I'm going to assume. But right there, that's reasonable doubt.
Counsel Lee Foundation.
Marlo Mike states in his video that he was hired. He was hired by Mr. Hatch to murder on more than one occasion. But today we're going to talk about Terry Boyd. And it doesn't matter what relationship Terry Boyd has with anyone, Terry Boyd was murdered. And we're going to prove that Terry Boyd was murdered by Mr. Hatch.
This is a simple case. Now, when I gave my opening statement, I told you that they would not be able to prove anything that they told you. Now, they said that they would bring somebody up to the witness stand that would tell you everything, detail for detail. And did they do that? No. Murder for hire involves a few things, like a witness. Bank statements, bank wires, personal conversations, but you know what? You can X all of that out because it does not exist. You need a witness who is capable of showing that they received money. Now, their first witness said that Boosie didn't give them anything, nor did they say that they saw Boosie give Mike any money. Now, I'm not the smartest man in the world by far, but I think that's reasonable doubt times 100. But you know what? Let's move on to something that's more egregious. Actually, it's how everything started. My client, Torrance, he driving his Bentley. Police came up, pulled him over. They got out of the car, cut up his seats. And then after that incident, he went to the studio and made F the police. Now, I must admit, there were some things in that you didn't like. You don't like the house that he lives in because you can't afford it. You don't like the car that he drives because you can't afford that either. You know what? To be honest with you, I probably wouldn't like him either if I were you. But that doesn't mean that he should just leave his kids. You're going to take away his kids for talking about someone? Okay, each and every one of you today, at some point in time, you have had somebody that talked about you. And I guarantee you that you came in and you talked about someone else. Now, you're telling me that my client is sitting here on the stand today facing murder because he talked about someone. So now you're telling me this right here also, is that the person that talked about you in the past also deserved to be on the same stand that my client is now. No. It just doesn't make sense. You know, I'm convinced that you guys will do the right thing. He's a young man from South Baton Rouge who has a gift for rapping. Now, he made a mistake when he made the song F the Police, the DA, and called them weak. And now he has a frame on his back. So whatever he does at that point causes you to charge him for murder. Think about it. Listen, my client, with every fiber in my body, I believe that he's innocent. I do. Now, what you have to understand is this. They want you to give him the death penalty. Because I promise you, it's in their play. If you charge him today and make him guilty, that's what they're gonna do. But you can change this. This is up to you. It's in your hands. And right now, I'm gonna thank you for making the right choice.
You Carvis Webb, AKA Lil Donkey, you coached and orchestrated this whole damn mess, didn't you?
I ain't did nothing wrong. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I know he innocent. I know he innocent. And I ain't about to let y'all take it from us. Y'all did the same thing to me when I was just 15.
On the charge of first-degree murder, we, the jury, find the defendant, Torrance Hatch, not guilty.
All right, another good aspect of the movie is the message of resilience hits home for anybody who's into this movie. Now, fans of Boosie will appreciate this uplifting note to end on at the end of the movie, which we got a to be continued text, so I do think we will have a part 2, hopefully.
Welcome home, nigga. Whole world been waiting on you to touch down in Carcel. Shit crazy.
I ain't even soaked it all in yet. I'm still soaking it all in, you know?
I got a fucking hotline on my phone, man. The Rap Snacks deal that went through. Shit, I had your cologne on the other day, man. They was going crazy. And shit, the labels, they blowing me up. You need to figure out how you want to run that shit up.
I got it, bro. Let me get some time with the kids, give me some pussy. I'm gonna run it up, that's what I do. I've been doing that.
There it is, badass. Let's get it then.
What's happening?
What up, big dog? Where you going at, man?
Yeah, to the mailbox. Yeah, might have a check in that motherfucker. For real? I hope so. For real. I came home, I got to it. I bossed up. Got my own label. Got my own liquor. Got my own chips. I got my own noodles. And them 5 acres I said I was gonna have when I got home, it turned to 70 acres. I'm back. The real ones saluting me. I stayed silent. I'm a legend now. And the mail read, Torrance Hatch, you have been diagnosed with renal cell carcinoma, kidney cancer. You need surgery immediately. Damn.
Teardrops on my Nikes.
Now, another bad aspect. Unfortunately, the ending feels a bit rushed. It's like the movie wanted to wrap up everything neatly, but nobody gave the movie enough time to let everything sink in. Now, y'all, again, here's my final verdict of my struggle. The Boosie biopic came out in 2021. You heard me? So, my struggle is raw, it's real, it's unapologetic, just like Boosie himself. Now, the goods are the soundtrack, the vibe, and the authenticity. The bad, now that's some stiff acting, pacing issues, and script work. But hey, if you a Boosie fan like I think y'all is, this movie is a must watch. And it's his story, in his own words, his own way. So like I said, I gave this movie a 7 out of 10. I wish I could have gave it higher. but it's just my opinion. This don't mean the movie sucked worldwide or it ain't worth watching. That's just how I felt. You heard me? Now, if I could have gave it a 9 or a 10, I would have. Trust me. Alright, now y'all, if you've seen my struggle, the 2021 Boosie Badazz biopic, let your world know your favorite scenes in the comments down below. And if you haven't checked it out already, tell me what you think of this video right here of my insights on the movie, and if it makes you want to go see the movie. Now also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Smash that bell for updates on future content, and share with your peeps, and let them know that your local Kooll OneHunnit give insights on urban comedy and horror edge insights, you dig? And for more urban themed movie reviews, come back here, you dig? Now, again, I be your woke Kooll OneHunnit. I appreciate everybody coming through. I really wish I could have flushed this video out more in depth like I do all my other movies. But I'm not gonna lie. Shouts out to Boosie, but watching that movie, it felt kind of like a chore for me. I just wanted to see what was to it, you did? I didn't never see it. I heard about it. I think that was what, 2019, 2020, and I forgot to follow up on it. So I was up all night last night on Tubi, and lo and behold, I saw My Struggle, and I was thinking, was that little Boosie movie I heard? So I clicked it, and here we are now. Now, y'all, don't take anything I say to heart. Take everything with a grain of salt. And if you don't agree with what I say, feel free to go watch the 2021 My Struggle movie biopic by Boosie Badazz yourself. And let me know what you thought of it in the comments, you did? But until next time, I'll be your local Kooll OneHunnit. I'm going to be working on a new video to do for y'all. And I hope y'all enjoy everything I did up to this point. We gonna keep it going, you dig? But yeah, today we just was getting over My Struggle, the 2021 My Struggle Boosie Badazz biopic. Let your boy know what you thought, you dig? And I'll see y'all on my next video. Slow Kooll OneHunnit, and I'm out this night.
Never choking, always smoking dope. Fucking if they getting over, got a month of coke because the kid the coldest. I ain't changed, I stay the same and maintain it. Safe to say the kid getting older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it open. Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lost. He ain't focused yet, but he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket, not promotion. Shout out sushi, sweet and keep me rolling. But if we get the out, we gotta smoke. Ride around with Drake, like we OVO. I got some gas and I want some. Still got them pass in the hood, call it give and go. Keep a nigga, man.